There is something unmistakable about certain people. They enter a room and the energy shifts, not because they demand attention, but because they command respect without saying a word. Their presence speaks before their voice does. This isn't magic. This isn't mysticism. This is the power of a cultivated character, forged in the ancient fires of Stoic wisdom. Your aura, your presence, is not some ethereal force floating around you. It is the external manifestation of your internal mastery. It is the quiet confidence that comes from knowing who you are and refusing to be anything less. It is the calm that emerges when you have learned to govern your emotions rather than be governed by them. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The universe is transformation, and life is opinion." Your aura is your philosophy made visible. It is your values walking into the world before you do. And if you possess these signs, you are not like everyone else. You have tapped into something ancient, something powerful, something that separates the few from the many. The first sign reveals itself in your relationship with silence. While others fill every moment with noise, with endless chatter and desperate attempts to be heard, you have discovered the profound power of measured words. You speak when you have something worth saying, and you remain silent when silence serves better. This is not shyness or social anxiety. This is strategic presence. Epictetus taught that we have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we may hear twice as much as we speak. You have internalized this wisdom. Your silence is not empty space waiting to be filled. It is full, pregnant with observation, with understanding, with the kind of depth that only comes from truly listening to the world around you. People lean in when you speak because they know your words carry weight. You do not scatter your thoughts like seeds in the wind. You plant them deliberately where they will take root and grow. This selective communication creates an aura of mystery and depth that draws others toward you. They sense that beneath your calm exterior lies a well of wisdom, and they are right. Your emotional landscape operates on a different frequency than those around you. While others are swept away by every wave of feeling, every slight, every praise, every disappointment, you have learned the Stoic art of emotional equilibrium. You feel deeply, but you are not controlled by those feelings. Seneca wrote that every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end, and you understand that emotions, like all things, are temporary visitors in the house of your consciousness. You welcome them, acknowledge them, but you do not hand them the keys to your kingdom. This emotional mastery creates an aura of stability that others find both comforting and magnetic. In a world of emotional volatility, you are the calm in the storm. People gravitate toward you not because you solve their problems, but because your presence reminds them that peace is possible. You do not react, you respond. You do not explode, you examine. You do not collapse under pressure, you compress into diamond-like strength. This is not emotional suppression. This is emotional wisdom. You have learned that you cannot control what happens to you, but you can control how you interpret and respond to what happens to you. This understanding radiates from you like light from a flame. Your boundaries are not walls built from fear, but rather clear definitions of your values made manifest. You do not bend to every wind of social pressure, nor do you contort yourself to fit into spaces that were never meant for you. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself that he was not born to work together with others like a lamb, but like a human being with reason and purpose. You have embraced this truth. You say no without apology when something does not align with your principles. You say yes with full commitment when it does. This clarity creates an aura of authenticity that is rare in a world full of people pleasers and chameleons. Others respect you because you respect yourself enough to live according to your own compass rather than the shifting magnetic fields of public opinion. You do not compromise your character for convenience, comfort, or approval. This unwavering commitment to your principles creates a gravitational pull that attracts those who share your values and repels those who would drain your energy. You understand that trying to be everything to everyone results in being nothing to anyone, including yourself. Your relationship with material possessions and external validation reveals another layer of your powerful presence. You have learned what the Stoics called the discipline of desire. You want what you have rather than constantly having what you want. This is not about living in poverty or denying yourself pleasure. This is about finding richness in simplicity and strength in self-sufficiency. Epictetus taught that wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. You embody this wisdom. Your happiness does not depend on acquiring more, achieving more, or being recognized more. It flows from an internal spring that cannot be polluted by external circumstances. This independence from external validation creates an aura of unshakable confidence. Others sense that you cannot be bought, influenced, or manipulated through appeals to your ego or insecurities. You are complete in yourself, and this completeness is both rare and magnetic. People are drawn to those who seem to have found what everyone else is still searching for. Your approach to challenges and setbacks sets you apart from the reactive masses. Where others see obstacles, you see opportunities for growth. Where others see failure, you see feedback. Where others see suffering, you see the raw material of wisdom. Marcus Aurelius wrote that the impediment to action advances action, and what stands in the way becomes the way. You have made this principle the foundation of your character. When difficulty arrives, you do not ask why me, you ask what now. This resilience creates an aura of invincibility, not because you never face problems, but because problems never diminish you. They refine you. People are drawn to this strength because it offers them hope. In your presence, they begin to believe that they too might be capable of transforming their struggles into stepping stones. You do not broadcast your battles or parade your victories. You simply continue moving forward with the quiet determination of someone who understands that character is built in the moments when no one is watching. The final sign of your powerful aura lies in your relationship with time and purpose. You move through life with the deliberate pace of someone who knows where they are going, not because you have all the answers, but because you have learned to ask better questions. You understand that life is finite and precious, and you treat it accordingly. Seneca wrote that it is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. You do not waste yours. Your days are intentional, your choice is purposeful, your energy invested rather than spent. This purposeful living creates an aura of significance that others can feel, even if they cannot articulate it. You are not busy, you are productive. You are not stressed, you are focused. You are not hurried, you are urgent about the things that matter. This clarity of purpose acts like a beacon in a world full of people wandering without direction. They are drawn to your sense of mission, not because they want to follow you, but because your example reminds them that they too can find their own North Star. In a world that grows louder by the day, your quiet strength becomes more precious by the hour. While others chase external validation like moths to a flame, you have learned to generate your own light from within. While others build their identities on shifting sand, you have constructed yours on the bedrock of timeless principles. While others are blown about by every wind of circumstance, you remain rooted in wisdom that has weathered 2,000 years of human storms. Your aura is powerful not because you seek power, but because you seek truth. Not because you demand respect, but because you embody the principles that naturally command it. Not because you try to be different, but because you have the courage to be authentic in a world that rewards conformity. The Stoics understood that true strength is not the ability to dominate others, but the capacity to master yourself. You have begun this mastery and it shows. In your presence, others remember what they could become. In your silence, they hear the call to their own greatness. In your example, they see a path forward that they had forgotten existed. Real power whispers while weakness shouts. Real strength endures while pretense crumbles. And you, with your cultivated character and disciplined spirit, carry both.